guys, it's Mary from Rocky Mountain Gardens, and I'm back in my garden today. I am planning to share with you how I go about getting my containers ready for planting in May. And you know that if you live in a mountainous area or one of our northern states where spring comes later in May, you get a little bit antsy, and you really would like to get out there and start gardening, but it's just simply too early. Today we're going to get started on getting containers ready throughout my garden to be able to, in May, just buy my plants and tuck them right into those containers and have them ready to go and start growing and blooming and looking beautiful. Can you hear the magpie in the background? They are so raucous. I'm going to be using this Osmocote in my prep, and I'll put a link to it down under my video in the description box if you're interested in utilizing this also with your containers. So I'll be back in just a second and we'll get started working on them. So here I am at one of my larger garden containers. It is quite heavy. In fact, I can't even hardly rock it. It's so heavy. And I have removed all of the dead plants from this pot. One of the questions that people ask me is, do you refill your pots every year? Well, when I have a very large container like this, I don't. I take and remove all the roots and the dead plants first. Then I come in with my trowel and I aerate the soil. I like to get down in there pretty deep, move it around so that my new plants, the roots, will be able to grow quite easily. The next thing I do is, if I feel the container needs a little more soil in it, I go ahead and add that. And I have a scooper here that I'm going to be using. In case you're interested, this scooper is called the Bigger Digger. So I'm just going to add more potting soil to my container. And I don't buy a very expensive potting soil. I definitely don't go for the most expensive. I just go and buy sort of a medium priced potting soil, and I utilize that. So my pot is pretty full. This will actually settle down a little bit and will give me room to water later in the summer. Next, I'm taking my Osmocote and I'm just going to sprinkle all around this pot with it on top of the soil, and lastly, dig it in. This pot is now ready for planting later in May, about mid-May. Next, we're going to talk about my smaller pots, such as this one. I come around here and dig out the dead plants along with their root balls. And when I have a small pot, I like to just dump out all of this soil and start over again. So I don't just throw this soil away. I actually take it and put it somewhere in my garden where maybe I have a low area that needs a little additional soil added. And so I just will take this now, dump it out in another area of my garden that needs the soil, and I'll be right back. Here you can see 4 of my smaller pots that I'm going to go ahead and fill up with new potting soil. So we'll get to that very quickly. Alright, now so I dumped with the bag of the potting soil, I actually dumped it right into the pots. And now I'm going to take my hands and kind of make sure I break up any clumps in the soil. And for example, this pot seems a little low, so I'll go ahead with my scooper and add a bit more. Looks about perfect. And I'll go ahead and break up clumps in each of these pots and add more as needed. My last job for this will be to add my Osmocote. So I will get that going and we'll dig it in really quickly. So we just take our bag of Osmocote, sprinkle some in, and remember this is a slow release fertilizer, which means it will not burn the roots of your plants. You can feel safe about that. And this will feed your annual plants that you plant in these pots gradually over the course of the summer. So we'll dig that all in, and then we can call this done. Hi guys, it's Mary. I'm back again, and I just hope that that little demonstration was inspiring for you to help you want to get out in your yard and start that gardening for our summertime. I'm so looking forward to it and all of the new plants I'm going to be buying. I have about 20 containers just in my backyard, and then I have additional ones on my front porch. And I also have a few hanging planters as well, but we'll be talking about those a little bit later in another video. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you're getting that gardening itch, let's get out there and at least get our containers ready. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.